They say future belongs to those who dare to rethink the present, and today's guest is exactly doing that. Hello everyone, this is your host Shefta Khan and you're watching another episode of Story Makers. Today we are diving into a story where fashion, technology and responsibility, they just don't compete, instead they collaborate. Joining us today we have with us Mr. Amar Nagaram, founder and CEO of VIRGIO, a company that is reshaping how India thinks about fashion. From reducing overproduction to creating tech-driven inclusive designs, Amar is actually working on it. Let's see what the guest has to say on it. Hello and welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
How are you doing, Mr. Amar?
Great, yeah.
Yeah, we have seen an incredible shift in your life from, working in a tech companies to now owning one which includes fast fashion growing brand. How was this journey for you? Please tell us a bit about it.
Well, when I was driving tech leadership or the tech teams in my previous roles, it was always about building for scale. There was excitement about how big can we make this thing happen and how many millions of people can be touched. So that was a different excitement, different adrenaline rush. But now building for purpose, building for actually a bigger impact is what drives us. Okay. One thing that did not change is I still believe I'm still doing the same role because I'm not building a fashion company that uses technology. I'm actually building a technology company that is making fashion.
Wow.
Because that's how you make a real change.
Yes.
If you just use technology to make things better, it's not going to do a radical shift. We are using technology to make fashion more cleaner, more responsible, and most importantly, more relevant for the consumers and more friendly to the planet. So that's why we are super excited.
Wonderful. Like you have worked in the biggest of the biggest companies. Did you find any loophole there that, radically made you shift to now owning one?
Well, I would talk about my previous role when I was a CEO of Myntra. One thing that I did notice at Myntra was how brands were piling up inventory. Because what happens in a traditional fashion life cycle or a fashion supply chain is you take a bet and you go make your inventory based on those bets.
Yes.
And you just hope those bets work. And when those bets don't work, you're looking at unsold inventory.
It collapses.
Right? It collapses, right? From a business point of view, let me first actually come from a business point of view. This is something a brand cannot survive for too long because the unsold inventory is your working capital staring at you. And the more and more working capital is stuck there, the less is left with you to react to the new trends, the new things that consumers are looking for. And when you stop responding to your consumer needs, you're dead. Now, the other side of that, when I started digging deep into this whole unsold inventory thing, that's when I realized it's not just a problem with few brands, it's a problem with the entire industry because almost everyone is using the same supply chain. A very traditional, in software engineering, we used to call it like a waterfall model. It's traditionally the same supply chain that everybody is using. And hence, some of the biggest brands globally are sitting on billions of dollars worth of unsold inventory.
Correct.
Imagine the amount of resources that went into making something that was never sold, that was never touched by a consumer, and which might actually end up in a landfill. So that was the awakening moment for me, or something that I told myself, like, this can be done better, because at the end of the day, I'm a computer science engineer. And if it doesn't make sense to me, it doesn't make sense to me. So I said, why can't we just use technology to go
beyond fashion?
Right. Predict what consumers are looking for, actually spot what consumers are looking for and make relevant fashion so that we don't end up in this situation. So one thing led to the other, and that's how I ended up in this journey.
Beautiful. Now we have a very good brand with us, that is VIRGIO or VIRGIO or VIRGO. What is it? पहले तो आप मेरे को ये बताएं. Next question is, what is the meaning of this word? Whatever you say.
Okay, we don't know the meaning of VIRGIO. Let me tell you this. But we did create a meaning out of it. But before that, let me tell you the story, because when we started this journey, we wanted to be the first in the fashion to bring the latest and greatest. So the obvious choice for us was Virgo, which is a Latin thing for maiden. And when we started searching for domain names, some guy was holding on to it for $3 million.
How much?
$3 million, somebody out of
That's
China.
crazy.
And we were like, no, we are not paying this much for a domain name. And we were in the process of figuring out an alternate name. And one of our vendors sent us an invoice where they misspelled Virgo as Virgio. And we looked at it and they said it's a 6-letter word, has some rhyme to it. And we told ourselves, why not this? So we ended up buying it for 289 rupees. So that's how we own this Virgio. Now, if you ask the meaning of it, it's all about how do you create. I mean, we want Virgio to be synonymous to clean fashion.
Okay.
So that's the effort that we are putting in. So hopefully 3-4 years down the line, you will be the one telling what Virgio means, and it would be clean fashion.
Clean fashion. Virgio is equals to clean fashion for people here living in India, and they're always looking for something new, something that suits them, something that describes their personality, and most importantly, something that they can call theirs.
Yeah.
Instead, like fashion, mostly like agar maine kuch pehna hai, I can see the other girl sitting in the next room also wearing the same piece. Is it the same scenario with Virgio also? Because girls don't like seeing other people wearing the same clothes as theirs.
I'll tell you the reason why most of the community wears the same thing, because as an industry, because of the traditional supply chain I was talking about, the brands are not dealing with a supply chain that will allow them to create an infinite width. Right? I can only do so many styles because I have to put inventory behind it. We, on the other side, are building a system. In fact, we have 3 systems that we have built. The first system, the name of it might sound very interesting. It has no relationship to the other one. It's called Tesla. Okay. It's Trend Early Signal Learning and Analysis. So what it does is, this is like a seismographic engine, just listening to every conversation happening in the world on social platforms. Anything related to fashion, it actually flags it.
Okay.
I'll tell you some examples of how it worked for us. When Kylie Jenner in mid-July this year, wore a denim dress for a brunch, our system actually flagged it. And there was a conversation going on. So the system also had to double click on the conversation, the nature of the conversation, to know whether it was about Kylie Jenner or whether it was about the denim dress.
Jacket.
So we realized it was about the denim dress.
Okay.
So we made a copy of it with our own design elements added to it.
Okay.
And we launched just 50 of them.
All right.
Right.
Cool. Very cool.
And till date, we've sold around 18,000 of them. And the reason for this is we were one of the first to react, but we did not know how strong the signal was. And we only made small pockets of it. And as and when the demand kept coming, we kept making more of it, which is where the second system comes in, which is Atlas, Automated Test, Learn and Scale System,
All right.
where we keep putting out styles on the website and it keeps getting data signals that allows us to either make more of them or stop them. Why am I telling all of this? This allows us to play with different styles, different trends.
And
so for a consumer,
also to keep a track.
Exactly. And this allows consumer to get a wide variety of styles from a single brand.
100%. Amar, great story, first of all. Secondly, I would like to say leaving a job or a corporate life is not very easy. So what mindsets or daily habits helped you stay grounded during this entrepreneurship journey of yours?
I would be lying if I say I was not scared. I was shit scared when I was leaving Myntra. Arguably one of the best jobs in the country. And it kind of gave me an identity, to be honest. But I also read somewhere, if it doesn't scare you, it's not worth pursuing.
Correct.
I think one of the biggest mindset shifts that happened in me from that day onwards and still happening is I started embracing uncertainty. It has actually a very beautiful feeling when you start embracing uncertainty, because every day is a challenge.
Yeah, 100%.
Your today is not anywhere close to what your yesterday was, and your tomorrow is definitely going to be different from today. So all the experience that I had as Myntra CEO or whatever I was before did not quite help in this journey. And one of the things about this whole thing, right? I mean, you get into this journey with conviction and confidence. Confidence is all about or it comes from the experience you had in the past. Conviction is all about future. It's about the vision. This journey is more about future than the past.
And also having a faith.
It's conviction, right? That's what we are getting into it. In fact, if I have to sum it up, it's zero certainty, infinite conviction. That's what's driving me literally every single day. And of course, the support of my family, without which it's very hard journey.
100%, 100%. But when you just mentioned about conviction and faith and uncertainties, my question to the CEO of Myntra, like ex-CEO of Myntra, Mr. Amar, to you is, for anyone who's gonna start a new journey or who's thinking to build up something or maybe, start an entrepreneurship journey of their own, a reminder or maybe a statement to tell them ki when you step into a new journey of your life and whenever you're deciding to do something, like how it excites you, do you wish to have a thought second in your mind that yes, you can come back if that doesn't work? Should they have this thought in their mind to be comfortable कि अगर ये काम नहीं किया तो हम वापस उस जगह पे आ सकते हैं where we have taken a leap of faith?
My point is, the moment you have a plan B, your plan A failed. Dive head first.
Yeah.
And like I said, if it doesn't scare you, it's not worth pursuing.
Yeah.
And if it actually makes others, the people around you, think you're crazy, believe me, you're onto something. So those are actually early first signals that you should definitely take in your favor and jump into this journey. And one thing that I keep telling all the entrepreneurs right now, because I've seen Flipkart from 2010, 2011 days, and now I'm in my own journey. The system has evolved. The ecosystem has evolved. There cannot be a better time to do a startup. There cannot be a better time to be an entrepreneur than now.
No.
There is so much support in the system. In fact, one of the best things that is happening right now is a lot of these startups are going public, showing the world that we can actually build sustainable companies, sustainable businesses from the very startups that started 10, 15 years ago. So the global economy is even more interested. The global capital is even more interested in what we have to do. So cannot be a better time than this to jump into this.
100%. And they should not think twice before taking a leap of faith.
Absolutely not.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Moving on, as a founder, your identity often merges with the company. Where is that basic line between the Amar as an individual and Amar being the founder of the VIRGIO?
Well, very honestly, they both are connected, but they're not the same.
Okay, what's different?
Okay, so as a founder, I need to be consistent with my truths, my value system. For me, it's always about my clarity about what I'm going to do. My courage to do the uncomfortable things, and my compassion for the people who are riding along with me in this journey. Right?
Okay.
This is what my identity is, or what I want to be. And for me to show this consistently day to day is how I believe my brand will be built, if that is what a brand is called. From a VIRGIO point of view, it's a business built for a larger purpose, larger impact, where we want to be known for clean fashion, style, and sustainability. So those values have to be non-negotiable when we are building this product. My qualities and these values, one fuels the other. That's how I see these converging.
100%. Well said, well said. My quick questions to the founder of the VIRGIO. I would like you to answer them. Very interesting ones, very not very informative, of course. To Mr. Amar, what is your fashion about? Like, is it like comfortable fashion, or is it like fashion, how people calls it, and sometimes it becomes uncomfortable also?
See, I read this line somewhere and it kind of stuck with me. Fashion is confidence, fashion is comfort, style is confidence.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Whatever gives you comfort should be your fashion. And whatever makes you confident should be your style.
Beautiful. Okay, moving on. The next question to you is, are you like a summer person, summer in Paris, or winters in Delhi person? Like all jugged up with a lot of blazers and coats and boots, or just summer breathing all around and having a walk on the streets of Paris?
I actually like both.
No, you have to choose one.
Then I would actually choose summer.
Summers in
right.
Paris.
I would like to be more outdoor. feel the fresh air,
Yeah.
see the world, explore
Okay.
things, meet new people.
Okay.
Winter kind of makes it a bit gloomy, but that's also required once in a while where you
Yeah.
keep it yourself, but mostly summer.
Summers. Perfect. Next question to you would be, are you like a bohemian person in boho touches like blacks and nudes and boho colors, or are you more of a colorful person? But right now looking at you, I can guess that you are more towards blacks and whites and nudes.
I'm more towards comfortable fashion, a fashion where I don't have to think twice before I can wear it, because that's
Okay.
the least amount of time I want to spend in my day.
Okay.
I keep saying this, I'm the least fashionable guy trying to build the most cleaner fashion or the
But
responsible
even
fashion.
in your everyday life, if you have to choose, there are two outfits in your wardrobe when you have to choose between
I
black
have
and white and
a
colorful.
great partner who has
You're
a
playing safe.
no, she has a great fashion taste. So she's the one
Who's
who's trying to. This is my wife. She actually does her best, and I keep pushing her back, saying this is enough for me, and she's like, no, wear this, wear this, wear this. So if you actually look at our vacation pictures, it's all planned by her. So I don't have a say in it.
Okay.
She said, you're wearing this, you're wearing this, you're wearing this. If somebody has put in that effort for me, I might as well do it.
Beautiful. Matlab, basically, you are creating the brand and she is creating the fashion for you.
She's creating the style, I'm creating the fashion.
Lastly, that one outfit from your brand that really like outlook every other fashion brands here in India. Anything in your phone right now on the website that we can show.
Oh, there are many actually. In fact, it's not my choice. And one thing I religiously do I'll tell you why. I religiously do at VIRGIO is I keep talking to the consumers, right? I have, I get the list of orders from the previous day, and anything that catches my attention, I actually send them a message saying, hey, can I please talk? I'm so and so from the brand. I don't identify myself as a founder.
Of course.
I just tell them that I, with VIRGIO, would like to take some feedback. Yeah. You'll be surprised. 7 out of 10 people respond saying, yeah, let's talk. And initially my scare was, and from my previous roles, whenever I said I'll talk to the customer, customers used to come with a laundry list of things. This did not work, this did not work, this did not work. But what has been the most gratifying thing about this journey is almost every customer that I talk to are very happy about the style, or very happy. The things that the customers told us, right? One is fabric. Okay. These are all natural fabrics. In a tropical country like India, the air passes through them, right? So unlike a polyester dress. So that's one thing they really, really love. Second thing is, our styles have been designed for Indian women. What does it mean? In a dress, the most important element is height. Average Indian woman height is 5 feet 1 inch. All the Western brands that come from elsewhere, they treat their specs for a 5 feet 6 inch woman. So your length of the dress is no longer staying the right way. So we fix that part. Our size measurements have been done for an Indian body type. So a lot of feedback for the elements that we thought consumers would not even notice, when they are being told back to me saying, oh, you guys have done this great job here, great job here. It's only making my conviction even more stronger. So whenever I hear about it, all the styles, like we launched Beyond the Curve, right? We hate to call anybody plus size, right? We call it curvy bodies. And this actually came from the customer calls, where one of the customers, not one of the customers, many customers actually told that, hey, my cousin or my sister or my friend who loves these styles, but they don't get it in these sizes. And interesting story actually. One of the days when I was actually at my friend's place, there was this one more individual who's an actor. We were just discussing about it, and that was the first time I even met her. And I was talking to her about why the fashion has strictly stayed towards a particular body types and kind of alienated everybody else. And if they had to do something for anybody else, they force-fitted them into what they were making rather than making what is right for them. The conversation went so well that we connected instantly, and we both agreed, let's do it together. This is Anjali Anand. Great energy. We ended up becoming great friends, and almost every day we discuss like, Amar, I think we should do this. When she is a co-creator on this brand, and more than anything, she has been the biggest inspiration for what we do. And a lot of people that reached out to us on Beyond the Curve, told us that we did not have confidence to try these styles, but after Anjali wore it, and she convinced us that we can wear it.
Yeah.
Now our Beyond the Curve, which was started as a addition to VIRGIO, has become as big as VIRGIO now. And it's growing phenomenally well for us. So when you make the fashion for the people rather than fitting people into your
their
fashion,
right,
magic happens.
you have changed the entire algorithm of a fashion, how people used to see themselves while wearing an outfit in the mirror and trying to lose the weight or trying to gain the weight just to get into that one piece outfit. You have changed it. So it's very beautiful to even hear it from a person. And for people who are hearing it, I think for them it's very like comforting conversation because nobody has ever talked to them about this.
Well, it's actually coming from the consumer, right?
Yeah.
One thing we do obsess a lot at VIRGIO is listening to consumers, which is what, it's not just me. I mean, there are people in the organization who keep talking to the customers. Every single idea, every single problem that we are trying to solve came from the consumers. We did not sit in some ivory tower and decided this is what we will do as a brand. Our brand is built by our consumers, not by us. And we are just making sure that their ideas come to reality in a way that is responsible, ethical, and we're making sure the planet is not paying the cost for our convenience.
Beautifully said. Well, that was more of very like comforting conversation, like I just mentioned before. I also have something to ask. How does storytelling helps a brand to grow from a scratch, and how it shapes the narrative to people? Because clearly, what you say is what people believe.
Yeah.
So how does it help?
So one is telling a story for a fashion brand, but we are a fashion tech brand.
Yes.
I'll tell you the nuance here. Fashion is emotion, tech is rational.
Okay.
I believe storytelling is the thing that bridges the gap between emotional and the rational part of it. For us, it has always been about telling who we are rather than portraying or greenwashing who we are not. I'm not the one writing those scripts, but I'm definitely involved in every script to make sure every line written is conveying the message that the brand stands for, the company stands for. And for us, the authenticity with which we are telling our story is what got us close to 500,000 followers for us on our social platforms. And every time we actually launch something, it's our social family who are eagerly waiting for it. So to a point where if you go to virgio.com even today, most of our styles are sold out. It's a great place to be for any brand because our family wants us to do more.
Yeah.
And that only happened because we've been very authentic to them.
Yeah, so true, so true. Well, what he just mentioned here about, me going to that website and checking it, it's an absolute pleasure to see something like this. It's full of creativity, it's full of warmth, it's full of like consumer first product. What consumer would like to see, you have clearly like, displayed it on your store so beautifully, and like romantic is the word right now. If you go and check their fashion page, it's beautiful. Like you just mentioned, you have completed like 500,000. So when exactly did you like started your Instagram page?
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago when we started the journey. Beyond the Curve started literally 4 months ago.
Okay.
4-5 months ago. And it's touching somewhere close to 40,000, 50,000 followers.
Wow.
So, and yeah, I mean, it's been incredible love. And we also have communities for both VIRGIO and Beyond the Curve, the VIRGIO space and the Curve Club. Both the communities are over 5,000 members each. We do a lot of events in all major cities. Like the one that is happening this month, going in theme with December mood, is the sunset screening. So we are actually screening some really romantic movies for all our consumers on some terraces. We partner with the Sunset Movies to do this.
Where is this happening?
It happened in Bangalore. It's happening every weekend. It's happening in Bangalore. It's happening in Mumbai, Hyderabad. It's happening in Delhi.
Wow, that's beautiful to watch.
Yeah. So we have community. Our community is only becoming stronger. And if you actually join our community, we talk anything but fashion. The reason is we wanted to create a space where women can come together and discuss everything.
Yes.
And
So
it's such a gratifying thing to see how a lot of women are coming together and helping each other. There were problems being discussed on mental
community
issues,
pages. Okay.
physical issues, some gynec issues were discussed. There was a gynecologist in the group who actually gave suggestions. So it's amazing to see how women are coming together to address each other's issues, address each other's vulnerabilities, doubts, concerns. So a lot is happening in that community, and that's something we're very, very proud of too.
Beautiful. We had a great conversation about what was like a good side of your story, how it started. Such a beautiful journey for sure. But let's talk about the dark side of the story. Please tell us what goes behind, making a fashion, not just a fashion, but a fashion tech brand. What are the problems that you, as the owner or as maybe also the consumer, face while making one?
So the first thing that we do at VIRGIO is we hold ourselves accountable for everything we say to our consumers. So in that process, we want every single data point to be seen by us before we say this to the consumer. What I mean by that is the certifications around fabrics, the certifications around factories. The challenge is, for the longest, a lot of brands in this country did not ask for those details. So the manufacturing partners in this country never had to bother about it. Now we are the ones who are going and saying we need this, we need this, we need this, because if I'm going and telling my consumer that my product is XYZ, I need to back it up with these data points. So obviously it's a friction. They're saying, why should I do it? It's an extra cost.
Yeah.
And we said, fine, we will actually bear the cost, but you do it, and we will bring you into our partner network. Now the choice of fabrics, like we want to make sure the fabric actually came from the source that they say it came from. So we want the traceability of the fabric, the nature of the fabric that we want to work with. Getting the so every garment, every fabric that we use comes with FPT tests and GPT tests. No brand actually does this. We want to make sure that if we are saying our style lasts so many washes, it's actually scientifically derived number
and proved.
Yes, so we're not making some false claims.
Yes.
So every fabric is going through this FPT test. People from the industry would know it. Every garment after it's made, fabric in fabric state, and after the garment is made, whether it's shrunk, quality, color fading, all of it will be checked.
Yes.
And after that, there are certain thresholds that we put ourselves as a business, saying if it actually doesn't pass, we'll discard it. Like yesterday was a classic example. We had a style which we all loved. We made it, and then the color started fading. So we discontinued it. You might have never heard of recall in a fashion world. We just made it live day before yesterday. And then we started seeing the color fading happening because it's a MOD style. Which is manufacturing on demand, so we don't have bulk of inventory for us to even know the issues upfront. And we had 7 orders on them in a matter of 1 hour, 2 hours on that style. So we called up every single customer and said, sorry, we are cancelling it because the fabric color is fading. That's the kind of accountability that we take.
And also the transparency that you're maintaining with your consumers.
By the way, transparency is not something what we say on the website. But it actually comes with every garment of VIRGIO. Every garment of VIRGIO comes with a barcode, QR code.
Okay.
Right? It's actually called digital passport. When you scan it, it will tell you everything about that garment, what fabric was used, which factory made it, and the most important thing is how much water was used, how much energy was used, how much carbon footprint was left behind because when we were making this. And these are the numbers, but we are not saying these numbers. A third party company is actually doing it. So we are not blowing our own trumpets. Somebody is validating these numbers.
Correct.
It's a company called Carbon Trail. And it's actually accessible to the consumer. We are not keeping it with us. But if you actually look at all of this, right, this is the most transparent fashion brand you can find
100%
in the country.
I'm so sure, Amar, there is so much of cost which is involved at the back end.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at your website and going through it, when I was looking also at the prices, because of course, I saw like it's literally in the middle of not so like expensive and not even like कि हाँ मुझे क्वालिटी में थोड़ा सा मुझे फर्क नजर आएगा. It's very in the middle and anyone can buy it. Anyone who's very like keen of loving fashion, keen to get that comfortable clothes, get very good quality ones, I can see that. But also so much of cost is involved.
Yeah, there are only two sets of prices that exist in the market. One is the one that are cheaper than us,
Yes.
which technically means it's either made with polyester or made in factories where the corners are being cut. We don't encourage such factories. We are strictly against child labor. We are strictly against gender inequality when it comes to wages. I personally go and check every single factory before we onboard them as a partner. So that's one set of the one set of the prices. The other set of the prices, which are so super expensive than where we are, it's just the price you're paying for your ego. Like that I'm wearing this brand. Otherwise, there's no reason why the fashion should be so expensive.
So agree with you.
In fact, if you go to any of our product pages, no other brand in the country, if not in the world, is doing price transparency. We call it fair pricing, where we've actually mentioned that this particular garment, this is how much we spend to make it, how much money we actually spend to send it to you, the operational cost, our profits, marketing cost, all to the T.
No one has done this before.
Yeah, it's what we believe in. We believe transparency is the first step towards a conscious consumerism. So if people know what they're doing and what they're procuring, and we believe the clean fashion era will start.
I can actually sense fashion now. This was the clean fashion that we were having a conversation about before the camera got rolled. So that's a beautiful journey, and so much of culture is also involved. The belief that you're trying to put in the brand, in your brand Virgio, and most importantly, the lessons that you have kind of, shifted from your company, tech company that you're working in, and you just consciously decided to, let's leave this and make one of my own with some motive, some vision. And this vision is going really, really ahead. And if this works, like if people, accept this, it's gonna surpass all the other fashion brands because the prices are on point, the quality is on point, the fashion, like actual fashion designs are on point. And if you go to their website, I'm personally saying this as a consumer, it's beautiful to watch.
Thank you.
Lastly, I would like to ask, because we are literally on the end of a note, what bet are you gonna take, if at all, in the future required? One bet you have already taken, calling your wife and saying, listen, I'm doing this. And now another bet that you get a chance to do it in the near future, what would it be, Mr. Amar?
I don't actually see it as like there is one more bet I need to take. I actually see this journey as a journey where every day I'm taking calls. I'd like to measure my success or my journey in terms of those bold calls that I get to make every day.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, the point you were making earlier, right? The culture at Virgio for us to actually do it.
Yes.
There are three elements that makes up a culture at any organization, right? I mean, especially if you're talking about an organization that is known for innovation, curiosity, speed, ambition. For us, we actually see them differently. For us, it's fearless curiosity. You can ask questions about anything and everything. If you don't challenge the status quo, you're not going to change the world. Purpose-driven speed. Just running fast doesn't mean you're making it. You need to know where you're headed before you can run faster. So it's a purpose-driven speed.
So true.
And ambition, for us, it's compassionate ambition. Our ambition should not come at the cost of people, planet, or anything else. So it has to be a compassionate passion. When these three things come together, my job actually is already evolving from operator to enabler. So when the right people come together, when they are doing this, so my bet would be on the people, the kind of people that I bring in, the kind of investments that I have to do into people for them to make this vision come true. I think that would be the biggest bet. If I actually have to call out one big bold bet that I have to that I believe I should make is, I believe the most sustainable fabric in the world or in the future will not be grown, will be lab made.
Ah.
And I would like to make that bet on it.
Ah, that was so beautiful. That was just extraordinary. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. And I clearly feel like innovation begins the moment where you start questioning the ordinary. And you have exactly done the same thing. You did not want to settle anything for less more than a fashion, tech, inclusive design brands. So this was your beautiful journey, Mr. Amar, and me as a consumer, I would love to be a part of it. And
Fantastic. Thank you.
let's see together where this goes. And it was an amazing conversation with you. Glad to you being here on our today's special
It was my
podcast.
pleasure.
And see you very soon on the other side of the story someday.
Very soon. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much. This was your host, Shefta Khan, and I'm signing off. See you until next time.